it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
Governor Ikpeazu calls for fresh approach in fight against insecurity. On NAS leadership, Group warns against picking consensus candidates. Federal government considers direct flights to Pakistan. These are the major headlines on the news at noon. We'll take commercial, wrap up the details and many more. Stay connected.
On ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balanced.
Welcome back. I am Chinyere Omahi. Now the details. The executive governor of Abia State, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, has stated that the challenge of security in the southeast of the country is changing, urging security agencies to adopt a new approach in dealing with the menace. According to the governor, criminal elements are changing their mode of operation, which he believes calls for a superior method among security agents to curtail the challenges. The governor stated this during the 2023 first quarter meeting for Southeast Zonal State Directors of Security (SDCs) on Friday, May 5th at Abia State's command of the DSS headquarters, Umuahia. The Arewa Consultative Forum (ACF) has hailed Air Peace Allen Onyema and Alhaji Aliko Dangote for helping in the evacuation of Nigerians from Sudan to Nigeria. ACF noted that in spite of Nigeria's difficulties as a nation, Air Peace Allen Onyema and Alhaji Aliko Dangote have sworn their patriotism and love for the country. Chairman of the ACF, Chief Audu Ogbe, in a statement on Sunday expressed the forum's joy and relief at the efforts of the Nigerian government, namely the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, and the Diaspora Organization in bringing back the youths and others caught up in the sad events in Sudan. The leader of INRI Evangelical on May 29th, Primate Ayodele, said nobody would be able to stop the inauguration, even though the Muslim-Muslim combination doesn't correlate with God's plan. Oluwatosin Osho, the clergyman, said the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi should refrain from going to court because he won't win. A group under the All Progressives Congress on Sunday called on the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and the National Working Committee members to shun entreaties by ensuring that one geopolitical zone does not produce two presiding officers in either of the two chambers ahead of the 10th National Assembly inauguration. The group further warned that it would be in the interest of the party to zone the presiding office of the Senate President, Deputy Senate President, Speaker, House of Representatives and Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives to different geopolitical zones. The warning is coming on the heel of a planned crucial meeting of the APC NWC on Monday to determine which region and consensus candidates should be considered for Senate presidency, Speaker, and other principal office. 37 APC senators-elects have vehemently rejected the choice of Senators Godswill Akpabio and Jibrin Baru for Senate President and Deputy Senate President respectively by President-elect Bola Tinubu. According to Vanguard, many of the senators-elect at a meeting numbering about 37 said no to the choice of Akpabio, citing national unity and cohesion as their reason. The People's Democratic Party and its presidential candidates in the just concluded presidential election, Atiku Abubakar, have filed an application for an order to allow the live coverage of the daily court proceedings on the case they brought against the president-elect Bola Tinubu, which begins today. In the motion by his legal team led by Chris Uche San, he specifically applied for an order directing the court's registry and the parties on modalities for admission of media practitioners and their equipment into the courtroom. Atiku, who is a two-time presidential candidate of the PDP, said the petition was a matter of national concern and public interest. A spokesperson for Bola Tinubu, President-elect Mr. Bayo Anonuga, has warned the duo of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Labour Party (LP) to stop blackmailing the judiciary. Anonuga alleged that both parties and their surrogates, whom he described as lawyers, clerics, and some ethnic groups, had mounted a desperate campaign for the postponement of the inauguration of the president-elect on May 29th. The federal government is working out modalities to begin direct air service to Pakistan in its efforts to boost trade volume between both nations, currently pegged at $210 million, and ultimately offer more flight connections to Nigerians. To this end, the Minister of Aviation, Mr. Hadi Sirika, at the weekend led a delegation to Islamabad, Pakistan, where he met with different government officials in civil aviation, trade, and commerce to foster economic and trade relations. A 16-year-old boy, Mustafa Sunusi, was on Friday evening clubbed to death by his father, Abdulwahab Sunusi, for allegedly stealing one measure of millet in Tanaga village in Warawa local government area of Kano State. A witness said Abdulwahab went overboard in an attempt to instill discipline on his 16-year-old son. He lost control of his emotions and clubbed the poor boy to death. While on sports, Minister of Sports and Youth Development, Mr. Sunday Dare, has joined millions of plaudits in Nigeria and beyond in congratulating Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen for his remarkable achievement in propelling his Italian Serie A club SSC Napoli to winning the 2022/2023 Serie A title. In applauding Osimhen, Dare noted that the 24-year-old has succeeded in imprinting his name in the folklore of Italian football and sports by becoming only the second Nigerian after legendary Obafemi Akinwumi Martins to win the Italian Serie A championship. And that brings us to the end of the news at noon. But before we go, recap of our major headlines. Gavni Ikpeazu calls for fresh approach in fight against insecurity. On NAS leadership, Group 1 against speaking consensus candidates. Federal government considers direct flight to Pakistan. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also download our app via Google Play Store. Download ABN Radio. You can also visit any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen at ABN TV. This news is edited and packaged by Ifeanyi Okali. I am Chinyere Omai. Stay connected for more of our programs coming up shortly. Do stay safe and have a lovely day ahead.